Hey everybody, this is Mr. Ainsworth. We're going to get into drill number 9 here and go over how to find the equation of a line using slope-intercept form. And I'm talking about that famous equation called y equals mx plus b. Alright, that's called slope-intercept form. Alright, to find the equation of a line though, no matter what technique you use, this is one of two, you have to find the slope first. Alright, and you guys know that the slope, m, is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. You guys did drill number 6. Well, we drilled that 10 times in a row, and we did that, found the slope between the line, a slope of the line between the 2 points here. Okay, and you want to find the slope first, so let's go ahead and go step it through. All right, now these points are already lined up. All right, the x's are here, the y's are here, and you want to start with the y's. And I'm talking about the second coordinates here. Draw that upward arrow because we're going to be subtracting up. 9 is y1, 5 is y2, which stands for the second y coordinate. You subtract up and you go y2 minus y1. Okay? Alright, and what am I talking about? I'm saying 5 minus 9 here. Let me switch to black here. 5 minus 9 divided by 3 minus 2. Alright, this technique right here, finding slope, is used all the time. Okay, good at it. You get negative 4 divided by 1, which is negative 4. So the slope is negative 4. And now you got to use, or try to find the equation. We don't know what the y-intercept is. I mean, you always have to find the slope first, and then you have to find the slope first, and then the y-intercept second, because you don't know what it is. I mean, you know it passes through these 2 points, but you have no idea what the y-intercept is, so you got to find it. So you pick a point. All right, I'm going to use point A. This one here, I'm going to use point A, and that is 2, 9, as you can tell. 2, 9. That is x and that is y. And you want to substitute the point and the slope into this equation to find the y-intercept. So let's do that. We're going to take 9 equals slope m, which is negative 4, times the x coordinate, which you can obviously tell is 2, plus b. Okay, what does that give us? Well, 9 equals negative 8 plus b. Go ahead and add the 8, and you get 17 equals b. All right, and you're not done yet. You know the slope is negative 4. You know the y-intercept is 17. You got to take those, substitute in the equation, and what do you get? Well, you get y equals negative 4 times x, plus whatever b is. In this case, it's 17. And there's the equation of the line. Okay, which we were asked to find. Okay, we're asked to find the equation of the line. So it's basically a 3-step process. First, you find the slope. That's step 1. Second, you find b. That's step 2. 3, you write the equation of the line. Write the equation of the line. All right? Simple 3-step process here. Find the slope, find the y-intercept, write the equation. We're going to repeat that many times in this lesson here, or in this drill. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, here we go. We're going to start with the slope first. So m is equal to something here. Go ahead and pause the video, work a step ahead of me and find the slope. And then when you're done, go ahead and press play. All right, let's evaluate the slope. We got 4 minus 0 divided by negative 2 minus 2. That gives us, well, let's work downward here actually. Save room. We got 4 divided by negative 4, and that gives me a slope of negative 1. The next thing we need to do is find b. So we're going to use that equation again, y equals mx plus b. And I'm going to use point A. Okay, not that I have to, just because it's easier because it involves 0. So I'm going to substitute in 2 in for x, y, 0 in for 2. So, 0 in for y. So we have 0 equals m, which is negative 1, times x, which is obviously 2 here, all right, plus b. I get 0 equals negative 2 plus b. I have to add the 2, and I get 2 equals y-intercept. And now I know the slope, I know the y-intercept. All I have to do is substitute it in here and here. Okay, the slope goes in, the y-intercept goes in, and what do you have? Y is equal to negative 1x plus 2. And that's my line. All right, let's try it again. Once again, in all these exercises, we're trying to find the slope first. So pause the video, find the slope, then find the y-intercept, then write the equation on the line, and when you're ready, press play. All right, let's get into it here. Let's find the slope, 7 minus 1. All right, divided by 1 minus 3. We got 6 divided by negative 2 or negative 3 here. So m is negative 3. Second step, y equals mx plus b again. You got to take your point. Let's use point b in this case. You know what? Let's not use a. Let's use b. Because it doesn't matter which point you pick, guys. Let's just use a point. X is 1, y is 7. All right, and let's take this and substitute it in. All right, so we have 7 equals slope, negative 3 times x, which is 1, plus b. What is that? Wow, 7 equals negative 3 plus something. Isolate b by adding 3. You get 10 equals b. Okay, you're not done yet. Why? Because you got to write the equation. So what we do is we take negative 3 and substitute it in. You take 10 and substitute that in. And you get y is equal to negative 3 times x plus 10. And there you go. All right, number 4. Okay, first thing, you got to find the slope. So step it out. Pause the video and go for it. All right, let's check it out. We've got 3 minus 6 this time. Divided by 1 minus 5. That gives you negative 3 divided by negative 4. That is 3/4. Because a negative divided by negative is a positive. So the slope is positive 3/4. Okay, you want to take y equals mx plus b. You want to substitute your slope in here. All right, and you got to pick a point. So I'm going to pick point B again because it has a 1 in there. Dealing with 1 is always easier. So pick 1, 3 as your point. All right, x is 1, y is 3, and you substitute it in. Starting with a y value of 3. So 3 is equal to slope 3/4 times x, which is 1, plus b. You get y equals 3/4 times 1, which is 3/4 plus something. Okay, you have to subtract 3/4. 3 minus 3/4, it's got to be under 3, it's got to be 2. If you take out 3 parts out of 4, then 1 part out of 4 remain, and that's your y-intercept. All right, you got to take this and you got to substitute that in here. You got to take your slope and substitute that in here. Write your equation. So you have y is equal to 3/4 x. All right, plus b, which is 2 and 1/4. And that's how you do number 4. Number 5. One more time, you got to step out the slope. All right, pause the video and go. All right, let's see what we have. You have an 8 minus 4 this time, divided by 4 minus 1, and that's 4/3 obviously. So now the slope's 4/3. Okay, let's use y equals mx plus b again. I'm going to use point A this time because that involves a 1 and it's always easier. Using points that have 1 involved, you got to take this and substitute it in. Starting off with a y value, and you got to take your slope and substitute that in. So 4 is equal to slope 4/3 times 1 plus b, whatever that is. So what do you get? You get y equals 4/3 plus b, 4 equals 4/3 plus b. 4/3 is 1 1/3 plus b. Let's subtract 1 1/3 here. This is a skill we learned earlier. Let me see, 4 minus 1 minus 1/3 is 3 minus 1/3, or 2 2/3. So 2 2/3 equals b. I've got to take that. I've got to substitute that back here. Substitute my slope in, and I write the equation. So y is equal to 4/3 x plus 2 2/3. All right, and that's how it's done, my friends. Practice this multiple times, you get really good, and it becomes a piece of cake. All right, see you in the next drill.